Guys, welcome back. I just want to do a quick toolbox tour on some of the things that I have. I just want to show you a couple things. So this cart is great. It works fantastic. I paid $107 for it with a coupon. Probably the best thing I bought, or one of them. Works well. This is my diagnostic cart. So, you can move it around one-handed. It's pretty easy. 90-degree lid. Pretty good fit and finish. So the cover drops, then it locks up. But I kind of wanted to start here. A lot of the stuff is new, just getting into the diagnostic stuff end of it. I do have a Verus Edge with 18.4 on it. This is what I use quite a bit. This Foxwell is not bad. It's one of the higher end ones. This is the Master Pro, and it's the 644 Pro. So it does a lot of stuff. If you want to do any testing or anything like that, it is able to do that. So you can do bilateral testing and things like that, actuators. So here's a drawer with fuses in it, probes, things like that. So I try to keep all this stuff together. Then I have amp clamps, my scope on a rope, a couple adapters, things like that. Over here, I bought the Pico 4425, which I'm really excited for. So these are leads for that. So these are brand new compression tester. This is a coil tester. And then this is a fuel injector adapter. You can get this from AES Wave. A couple back pan probes. This Craftsman, this amp clamp's pretty nice. So there's the Pico. This is the bread and butter of the scopes. So it's a 4-channel 4425. Have not got to use it yet. I just literally got it. I also bought this kit from AES Wave. If you guys haven't seen this kit, for you guys that do diagnostic work, it's pretty fantastic. So it's got pretty much everything you need. Eric O used it, I believe, Scanner Dana, Keith from New Level, all those guys. So pretty nice kit. It pretty much has everything you need. You can buy a cheaper one off of eBay, but it's not going to be the quality that this is. So I'll zip that up later. So then down here I have my mat just in case I got to get under a car or whatever. So this I picked up pretty cheap. Some models can use this scope, some can't. So this is the Autel 4-channel maxi scope. So again, this is a 4-channel. So I'm not sure this 100-volt max on the maxi scope. The Pico scope, the 4425, was a 200-volt max. I'll put an attenuator on it if you're going to use this for the fuel injectors or whatever. So it comes with a couple attenuators. So I only paid $300 for this on eBay, so that's the only reason why I bought it. So I got the Pico. I don't know how often I'll use this, but for $300 I wasn't gonna say no. And the only reason I bought it is because I use the Max Assisted Elite a lot. So this is the Elite with the J-Box programming. So I'll do some side-by-side comparisons with the scope and the scanner, and I'll put the Pico 4425 up against this scope and kind of see what it looks like. I know there's some fuss about there with the filters and things like that. So the Autel can filter now. So I'll show you the differences. And with the scanners and whatnot. So the other things I want to show you is this is my 60-gallon air compressor. So I've never had any problems with it. Here's the specs on it. It's pretty good. I've never had any issues whatsoever. My oxyacetylene. Can't be a mechanic and not have one of these in the rust belt. That's for sure. I try to keep 2 hose reels. Both are auto oilers. Let me see if I can zoom in on those. So you hook any of your air tubes up, but you automatically got oil coming through here. So I might change one of those out, probably that one, just to use it for air. And that way I don't have a mess all the time, because this is my air tube, which kind of causes a mess. I have a couple 3-ton jacks. So I did sell my Dynasty, so I got my 221 back. So I got this hooked up to a Coolmate 1.3. All right, so here's a lot of my TIG stuff. All right, so I try to keep everything organized. You know, I got some ceramic cups, some glass cups, gas lenses, regular lenses, torches. I try to use 2% serrated and 2% lengthenated only. That's the only two I use. So I kind of made a TIG runner cart out of this cart. So this isn't as good as the one where you can fit 3 welders on it. And, you know, it's got a problem, you know, with too much weight. It's not great. It's not going to be moved everywhere. So these toolboxes I also love, these US Generals. So I'll go through these quick. That way this isn't a, you know, 30-minute video. And I didn't spend a whole lot on my tools. I did collect them throughout the years, but a lot of this stuff's Craftsman. You know, these things were pretty cheap. I think they were $50 for a set. So it keeps them organized. You know, these are one of my favorite, even though the Pittsburgh, the Snap-on Wannabe flex head, you get a lot of torque from this. So, and then I have the 1/4 inch one, so you can see the difference right next to it. So that's the 1/4 inch compared to a regular 1/4 inch, and 3/8 compared to 3/8. So like I said, all this stuff's Craftsman. Never had a problem with it. These are all my impact sockets. I guess I'll go up from here. I got some extensions, torque wrenches. This screwdriver set's one of my favorite. I got these from Lowe's. They don't make it anymore. I got it for $20. I wish I bought 4 or 5 of them. I think these are Snap-on or Matco Wannabes. They copied them, but man, it's a great set. I wish I could find them, so they're impossible at this point to find. So and then, you know, I got my box wrenches down here, and then I got my ratchet and box wrenches. Here's another set too, this gear wrench set. I bought this. This goes from 8 to 22 mil. From Amazon for $60. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, even if you break them and they don't last, I mean, I don't think they will, but, so these are all Craftsman too, so these are ratchet as well. So I got some of my larger box wrenches as well. So the rest of these drawers I'll go through quick. Pliers, torque wrench, torque set, oil changing stuff, brake pad pushers, things like that. Grinders of all sorts. All right, so I got grinding disc, wheels. All right, magnets. I got a lot of my welding stuff mixed in with this stuff, so I'm trying to separate it now as I go. Here's all my air guns. So the air cats are really nice. This Milwaukee's great. Another one of my favorites. These air cats hold up. The nitro cats hold up pretty good. Believe it or not, I use this gun the most, which is my DeWalt. I beat the shit out of this thing. So I drop it, it never gives up. So this thing has more torque than all of them put together, it feels like. I did a video comparing these. So I got my tungsten grinder, extra wire, bolts. Try to keep these salsa jars, you know, for screws and things like that. So I'll fly through these. I got some pliers. My plasma cutter, gear wrench. This is a tap and die set. This is a serpentine belt set. Tire repair kit, brake line kit. So I got pickle fork, front end tools, so wheel bearing replacement kits, axle hub sockets, ball joint kit. So I got the 4x4 kit too. A couple screwdrivers. Stuff for my torch pick set. So I mean, I got quite a bit. Like I said, I been saving for a while, saving all this stuff up, air tools. I'm not gonna go through every drawer, but you know, hammers, whatever I need. So here's my gloves. Can never have too many gloves. I try to keep as much brake cleaner and liquid wrench as I can. You know, so I stock all that stuff as well. So I got three 3-ton jacks, you know, stuff up here, tips, nozzles. This Swag Off-Road is pretty awesome. I use that quite a bit. This table gets used a lot. So I got some CK torches, my 3M helmet, that's awesome. Love this, use it a lot. I have my Digital Infinity Elite, don't use that at all, but I keep it. So, and that one dies. You can replace these gray faceplates for like 15 bucks. So you can pretty much make this helmet new for 20 bucks as long as you don't break the outer shell of the lens. I like these regulators the best. They hold up pretty good and they hold air. They don't leak at all. So, oh, here's another thing, guys. This Amazon Basic oil is great. So I try to stock it. So if I use one, I order one. It comes in 5W20, 020, 530. And if you look at Mobile One, this oil is actually, it's rated API SN plus, okay? So that's a higher rating than Mobile One. So for Amazon Basics, I don't know what type of contract they got with this oil company, but it's actually a really good oil. I don't know if this BMW is, I never looked for a rating on this, but yeah, there it is right there. It's not even, it's SL. API is SL. So this oil is good stuff. I got the Armor All at Amazon, you know, things like that. So what else? I got my 55 amp plasma cutter. This cart is really good, so I try to keep everything in here. So this one holds up. It rolls a hell of a lot better than the other one. You could fit a lot of stuff in here as well. So I think that's it. Jack stands, wet vac. It's pretty much it, you know. Like I said, I just want to do a quick tour, you know, just to show you guys what I got, how long it's taken me to really come up with this is, you know, I've been at this for a while. So like I said, the Craftsman's maybe not the greatest stuff, but hey, it lasts a long time. And like I said, with the Autel, I have no problems with the Autel. It'll actually keep up with my Snap-on Veris. I think personally, you need both of them. There's just too many holes. You can't, you know, unless you're working on just domestic cars, fine. But, you know, if you're working on anything foreign or, you know, from European or anything like that, you need it. So, but that's it, guys. If you have any questions about anything I bought or I have, you know, let me know. I'm glad to answer any questions. So thanks for coming along.